I'm feeling unwell. I have chest pain and running nose, headache, and whole body is aching. We don't want to die in this situation with COVID.
Refugee Mohammed Mia is one of dozens sick with COVID inside Melbourne's Park Hotel, which is being used as an immigration detention centre.
This is my room and this is my bed. I'm in this room almost 2 weeks. This is my medicine of Panadol and this is my window. It's totally locked off.
Mohammed tested positive last Monday after COVID emerged in the hotel.
Our condition is getting complicated day by day. We are unsafe in this place. Please set us free. Let us free.
Mohammed, who's from Bangladesh, has been in detention on Nauru for nearly a decade. Like most of the men here, he was found to be a refugee and was brought to Melbourne for medical treatment.
I'm still in jail for the last 9 years. I'm close to 9 years.
Look, the men are really struggling. They're feeling distressed and anxious and feel like they're just sitting ducks waiting to catch COVID. Some men are terrified that they're going to die in detention. These men are quite vulnerable. Many of them have underlying health conditions that make them susceptible to COVID.
Asylum seekers and refugees like Mohammed have been detained in this inner Melbourne hotel for months. Now about half of the 45 men here have tested positive for COVID. The other half fear it's only a matter of time before the virus spreads among the other detainees.
Most people get COVID from this area because same way you can see the microwave is here.
Another refugee being detained at the hotel, Mustafa Salah, hasn't tested positive, but he's nervous he'll catch the virus.
Very, very dangerous time at the moment because we've been all together. We sit together, we eat together.
Mustafa was 14 when he sought asylum in Australia from Iraq. He's now 23. He was also detained on Nauru and was brought to Australia while his father receives medical treatment.
People, they are freaked out right now. They are very scared.
He says many of the men have not been vaccinated, although they were offered the chance to be.
Most of them, they didn't get the vaccine. They offer for them, but it's by choice.
Some of the men are fearful of getting vaccinated because they're actually fearful of Border Force and IHMS medical services, and they're fearful that vaccination will actually lead to a removal back to offshore detention.
730 sought comment from the Australian Border Force but did not receive a response.
I can't breathe.
Mohammed says despite testing positive to COVID, he's not been assessed by a doctor or nurse and has only spoken to a nurse from a distance.
The men have largely been left to fend for themselves, and so when they're acutely unwell, sometimes they've been left with no other option to call ambulances for themselves.
About last 5-4 days ago, I was called ambulance. The ambulance stopped downstairs. The ABF said, no, we are not allowed to, you guys not allowed to go see the detainees.
Refugee advocates have also raised concerns about the level of medical care.
Until the last couple of days, there was only one nurse on site, and that nurse was caring for 45 men, and there were long waits to see the nurse. And she was also caring for men who were COVID positive and COVID negative, which is just not appropriate.
It's unclear how exactly the virus got into the facility. But since the detainees have not been able to leave the hotel, they believe it was brought in by outside staff like security guards. For these asylum seekers and refugees, the anxiety of the spread of the virus only adds to their ongoing despair, not knowing when they'll be released from immigration detention.
How long will we stay in this place? Without fresh air, without sunlight. We are unwell from physically, from mentally. We want freedom. set us free. We want to be free, like you.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.